Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Krishna Rakshatuno Jagattraya Guruhu Krishnam Namasyamyaham Krishne Namarasatpravo Vinihataha Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha. Krishna Deva Samuthitam Jagadidam Krishnasya Dasosmiham Krishne Tisthati Vishwametadakhilam He Krishna Samrakshamam. Jai Srimanarayana. With the blessings of Sri Chinajaya Swamiji, we are continuing Bhagavad Gita. We are in chapter 10. We finished the slokas 1 to 5 last week. So we'll continue. We'll first review the slokas and then we'll continue from 6 today with Acharya's blessings. So I'll share my screen. Hope you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see.
Yes, and yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So the first question. So in chapter 9, we learned that bhakti is key to reaching a state equivalent to God, right? To attain God. For one inclined to practice bhakti, how will bhakti develop?
Just focusing on Paramatma, just thinking always about him. Knowing about his glory,
Yes,
learning about his glory and his greatness.
yes, yes. If you know about Paramatma, his greatness, his auspicious qualities, our bhakti towards Paramatma will increase, right? Otherwise, why would we surrender? Why would we show devotion, right? But it will, basically Paramatma in chapter 10, he started explaining more about his greatness, Vibhuti Vistara Yoga. Okay. So the next question. So I skipped some questions. You have that in your WhatsApp message in the other questions and answers, and also on YouTube. Only the questions are in YouTube. So if you want answers, you have to listen to the video again. Who knows about the greatness of God completely?
The Paramatma himself.
Perfect. Only Paramatma. Completely, right? When is a person considered wise with wisdom devoid of hallucination?
When that person knows that Paramatma has no beginning, no end, any of them. So that person will be considered wise.
Ajaha, Anadi, and the third quality, Sarvaloka Maheshwara.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah. Ajaha is representing he is distinct or distinguished from the other Baddha Jivas, those who are taking birth again and again. And Anadi is distinguishing him. It says the meaning is having no beginning. It is distinguishing him from the Mukta Jivas, those who have got liberated, who have a beginning state for the liberation. And Sarvaloka Maheshwaram is the supreme ruler or master of the entire, everything basically. That includes Baddha Jivas, Mukta Jivas, and Nitya Jivas. Nitya Jivas are those who have, who are always with Paramatma serving. They never took birth as Baddha Jivas. They never got liberated, so they didn't have to liberate. So those are the Nitya Jivas. And of course, Paramatma is distinct from Prakriti as well. So he is Ajaha, Anadi, and Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Okay, so one who knows Paramatma as this is considered wise. Okay. How are we released from sins that obstruct us from the development of bhakti?
Yeah, knowing about God and his vibhutis, how he's pervaded.
Yes. Same answer. So we need to know about God and his vibhuti and his auspicious qualities. Okay. So knowing that he is distinct from Chit and Achit. Chit is all the Jivatmas, and Achit represents the material nature, matter. Okay. Then next question. How did various kinds of mental dispositions or attitudes, like intelligence, knowledge, happiness, of all beings come into existence?
By the grace of God, his will.
Due to God's will alone, right? So, okay. In chapter 10, Vibhuti Vistara Yoga, verses 4 and 5, what are the attributes that Lord Krishna listed as originating from God's will alone? We'll just quickly review, we'll just go through one more time. That way, we revise. Buddhi is intelligence, power of mind to decide or judge. These are all our internal attributes. We think I am feeling, I am intelligent, I am having the knowledge. I don't have any illusions. I am a tolerant person. I am truthful. I am having sense control. I am happy. I am sad. This is what we think, right? These are all the attributes that we assign to ourselves. Like they are generated by me. We don't think that someone else is needed in order for us to even have that kind of an attribute, right? This is where the problem is. So people who do not believe in God, they think that these qualities, qualities or attributes or mental dispositions, they are getting on their own. But no, right? It is Paramatma who is giving us, who is bestowing us, or who is, we are able to experience these because of Paramatma's will only, not because of ourselves. Okay, so Buddhi is intelligence, Jnanam, knowledge, Asammoha, disillusion, free from false impression of reality. Kshama is tolerance, forgiveness. Satyam, truthfulness, saying things as they are for the welfare of all beings. For is highlighted here. Truthfulness is always associated with welfare of all beings, not just being telling the truth. Damaha is restrain the external senses, sense control. Samaha is internal, or when control the inner sense, that is mind, right? Sukham is happiness. Dukkham is distress. Okay. Bhavaha, cheerful feeling that arises in the mind when we are happy. Abhavaha, depression, sad, unhappy feeling. Bhayam is fear. Okay. Abhayam is fearlessness. Saying that I am fearless person. That where is that coming from? That attribute is coming from Paramatma only due to his own will. Samata, equanimity. Tushtihi, cheerful, amiable, and natural joy. This is like contentment, when cheerful nature. Tapaha is austerity, self-discipline. Dhanam, charity. Yasaha is fame. Ajasaha is infamy. So these are all the qualities that are existing in us because of God's will only, is what Lord Krishna is saying. Okay. Any questions on?
So we get this, like, I mean, any of these bad qualities, right? Not only for the bad qualities, we get them because of gunas. I mean, gunas and karmic bondage act together.
That attribute is because of Paramatma only, right? And even any guna is supported by Paramatma only. Okay. So there is nothing that is outside Paramatma's control, right? Which is not emanating from Paramatma. That is the bottom line.
Agreed.
Now, you may say, why do we have certain bad quality, right? Right. If Paramatma is responsible for all our qualities, inter uh, inner attributes, right? But why do we have them, right? It is a quality becomes bad when it is not used appropriately, right? That's all. I mean, one famous example is a knife is good or bad.
So,
So a knife is good
a knife,
if
yeah,
it's
can be
used
bad.
for
Right.
cutting vegetables, eating food, right? Or you know, for any constructive purposes. In operation theater, knife is must. But if knife is used to harm somebody else, then it is not good. So any quality, sattva, rajas, tamas also, like rajas is, it promotes activity, right? So that kind of quality is needed for us to do the actions. Tamas is like, taking rest, kind of, right? So we cannot be always active, always in the mode of gaining knowledge, isn't it? So there are, the gunas that we acquire, which are useful for us.
Mm.
Okay, if you use it in a proper way, nothing in this world is bad. And one more thing is, there are certain things that are not good for us human beings, but they are good for other beings. So if we acquire those qualities which are meant for other beings in the nature, then
Right.
we become bad, right? We are not supposed to have that kind of a quality. But if we look at the other beings and then say, oh, it's available, so let me take it. It's not good for us, right? So it is, hope you got it, right? Like nothing in this universe is
Right.
bad by itself,
Right. Right.
right?
So,
And there are certain things that we need to acquire, can be used for good purposes also, if we use it properly. There are certain things which are always good, and of course, charity, austerity. These are good qualities that nobody has any questions about. But certain bad things that appear bad, or either we need to use them properly for our betterment, or we should never have them because they belong to other beings. So all the inner attributes of all beings are supported by Paramatma. Okay, it's not that every inner being that is supported by Paramatma should be within us. We don't have to demonstrate that, right? But it is meant for someone else. So nothing in this world, like even a Devata is showing a particular attribute, or a human being is showing an attribute, or an animal is showing an attribute. All of them are supported by Paramatma.
Yeah.
Okay, but animals attribute Devata should not try to show. Then the Devata becomes animal, right?
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, can you provide examples, sir? I didn't understand that context.
Examples of attributes that
I mean, we may not need that versus versus animals or the other species would need that.
okay. One perfect example is the poison. Okay. Do we need poison? No. But
I
a
mean,
snake needs
would
poison.
you say the snake would have poison and that's meant to have, but not the
Yes.
human? Oh, okay, got it.
Right. So is poison good for us? I mean, poison is a material, but let us take the attribute. Of course, the example I'm giving is the poison as a material that we don't need it. We don't need to have. We don't need to, use poison, right? But a snake possesses poison and it uses poison to protect itself, right? So, and it does not harm. It is needed for it. Otherwise, a snake would not survive, right? So, snake has poison means now everybody should have poison to protect themselves. No, not needed. So so like that, a quality is meant for certain. And again, we will know the qualities later in detail. All the qualities are supported by Paramatma. This entire universe is supported by Paramatma. Prakriti is supported by Paramatma. The qualities of Prakriti is supported by Paramatma. Qualities of Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, they are supported by Paramatma. Nothing else is not supported by Paramatma.
Thanks, sir.
Right? So we don't have to acquire Rajasic and Tamasic qualities, right? But they are meant for somebody else. Okay. But in general, any mental disposition that we have, internal, I mean, this is something that we don't immediately recognize as Paramatma, right? Typically, we think Paramatma is there somewhere, is okay, judging people, or giving whatever, we go and pray and then is giving us what we desire, right? So this is how we kind of associate. We also think, oh, Paramatma is Antaryami, right? He's supporting me. That also, even if some people know that, we immediately don't realize that all my qualities are supported by Paramatma. So if I'm able to show a particular good quality, it is supported by Paramatma. Now, if I'm showing something that is not, let's say fear, is if it is used appropriately, then it is good, right? So that attribute of fear is again generated by or supported by or coming into existence because of Paramatma's will only. It doesn't mean that I have to be fearful always, right? So where fear is needed, we need to have fear, right? So that is what we need to recognize. It's not that all the qualities that are given here should be, we should experience them always. But so one more thing is like the ability to speak is given by Paramatma. One perfect example, right? The ability to speak is given by Paramatma, but it is how we use it, right? We can say, say for example, Lord's name, which is good, or you can curse somebody, right? Which is bad. So, but the ability is given to us by Paramatma. So when we are able to speak, it is I am speaking by myself. No, it is Paramatma that who gave me the ability to speak. I'm able, that speaking quality is coming because of Paramatma. Okay, but what I do with that quality, that ability, is up to me. And based on my actions, either I acquire karmic bondage or I clear my karmic bondage. Okay. Any questions? Okay, if not, we'll move to Shloka 6. Please chant. Maharshaya sapta purve
Maharshaya sapta purve
chatvaro manavasthatha
chatvaro manavasthatha
madbhava manasa jataha
madbhava manasa jataha
yesham loka imah prajaha.
yesham loka imah prajaha
Let's chant together.
Maharshaya
Maharshaya sapta
sapta
purve
purve
chatvaro
chatvaro
manavasthatha
manavasthatha
madbhava manasa
Madhava
jataha
Yesham Lokayima Prajaha.
Lord Krishna is continuing. Purve, in the past. Sapta Maharshayaha, 7 great Rishis. Chatvaraha Tatha. Similarly, Chatvaraha Manava Tatha. Similarly, the 4 Manus. Okay. Manasaha, created by the mind. Created by the mind of Brahma. Brahma who created the 7 Rishis in the past. In the past is the previous Manvantara. So is Lord Krishna is saying, in the previous Manvantara, the 7 Rishis were created and the 4 Manus are also created by the mind of Brahma, or from Brahma's mind they got created. For doing what? Creation, right? So Lord Krishna is saying, Madbhavaha, they're followers of my will. Okay. Yesham loke imah prajaha jataha. Yesham, from whom loke imah prajaha jataha. All beings in this world are born. Jataha, born. Right? So, very simple. In the past, previous Manvantara, from Brahma's mind, the 7 Rishis got created and 4 Manus got created. They are the followers of my will, my sankalpa. and they, from whom, from them, this entire universe is, I mean, whatever we see today, this creation in this Manvantara is being created and also supported by them. Okay. So what does that mean? I mean, here the keyword, what is the keyword here? Madhava. They're followers of my will. So whatever creation happened, whatever sustenance, maintenance is happening here, support is happening for this entire universe of all beings, that is my will only, coming from my will only. Okay. So it is not that he created Brahma, and Brahma is now independent, can do whatever he wants with his ability to create. No. So Brahma is creating following my will only. Okay. Very, very important. So this entire creation of all beings, is my will. This is existing, created, and it is existing because of my will. So earlier he said all the attributes, mental dispositions of all beings are existing because of my will. This entire universe is created and sustained by my will only. Through Brahma, and then the Saptarishis, and also the four Manus who support the creation. Saptarishis are the ones who created, and then the four Manus are supporting it. Okay.
So,
Again,
where,
if you go ahead.
the question was, where do we, how do we know who are the Saptarishis are, and if you can please tell us, like.
Lord Krishna didn't mention. Yeah, but Saptarishis, starting with Bhrigu, there is the other literature on the Saptarishis and the four Manus. The four Manus, starting with what's that Manu's name? Savarnika Manu. Okay, so four Savarnika Manus are the ones who are carrying out the sustenance activities in this universe. Okay, sustaining all the beings in this universe. So it is. I mean, yeah, we can go into that details, but at a very high level, point to notice: nothing in this world is independently created by some people. Imagine, right? So the entire creation is my will only. That's what he's saying. Creation, and not only creation, and support is also my will only. My will is supporting them. So it is like he has given the ability of creation to some, ability of supporting to some, and they are followers of my will. It's not like us, we do whatever we want, right? So they are following my will. Okay, on how the creation, how the support should happen, sustenance should happen. So everything is being created and supported, sustained um, because of Paramatma's will only. Is the summary. Okay. The next sloka, sloka 7. Please stand. Etam vibhutim yogam cha
एतां विभूतिं योगं च
mama yo vetti tattvataha
मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
so vikampena yogena
सोऽविकम्पेन योगेन
yujyate natra samsayaha.
युज्यते नात्र संशयः
Let's chant. Etam
एतां
vibhutim
विभूतिं
yogam
योगं
cha
च
mama yo
यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
tataha so
सोऽविकम्पेन योगेन
yogena
युज्यते नात्र
natra
संशयः
samsayaha. What Krishna is saying, yaha veti, anyone who knows, okay, whoever knows, mama etam vibhutim yogam cha. So this is keywords here, vibhuti and yoga coming here. Mama etam vibhutim yogam cha. My universal sovereignty, vibhuti, is Aishwaryam. Direct meaning is Aishwaryam. Aishwaryam is a universal sovereignty, that majesty, right? Supreme majesty, we call it. That is universal sovereignty. And yogam. Yogam is here the auspicious qualities. Okay, not karma yoga, jnana yoga. My yogam, my auspicious qualities. So Lord Krishna is saying, anyone who knows my vibhuti and yoga, tattvataha, in reality, saha, that person, avikampena yogena yujyate, is filled with unwavering bhakti yoga. Avikampena is unwavering. Yogena, see here yoga is bhakti yoga, because we are in the context of bhakti yoga, right? With unwavering bhakti yoga, yujyate, they're filled or inculcated. Atra na samsayaha, na atra samsayaha is there is no doubt here. So Lord Krishna is saying that anyone who knows my vibhuti and yoga, my supreme majesty, sovereignty, and my auspicious qualities, tattvataha, in reality, that person is filled with unwavering bhakti yoga. So that person's bhakti yoga is not going to waver, not going to go away. It is not coming and going, kind of, right? It's not affected by what is happening outside, right? See, if we do not know this, if we do not know Vibhuti and Yoga, if we do not know about Paramatma, then we may be, temporarily devoted to God, and then again do whatever we want to. But that bhakti will be temporary, will be wavering. Intensity will go up and down, right? But if somebody who is, having this, the yoga and vibhuti, if the person knows vibhuti and yoga, that is, vibhuti is Aishwaryam and yoga is auspicious qualities. If I know about this too, in reality, like the truth, as Paramatma mentioned, right, earlier, then my bhakti yoga will be unwavering. Okay, I'll be on permanent practice of Bhakti Yoga. Okay. There is no doubt, Lord Krishna is saying. Okay. So again, what is knowing Vibhuti means? In anyone who knows Vibhuti in reality. Okay. So knowing that this entire manifestation, this marvelous creation is Paramatma's will, and it is sustained by Paramatma alone. Okay. Knowing that he is the supreme ruler of all beings, right? And knowing that all are dependent on him. We are not independent, we are dependent on him. So that is his Vibhuti. Paramatma's Vibhuti is this entire creation, support, and he's ruling this, right? He's the supreme ruler of this entire universe. That is, and then we are all dependent on him. We are all subservient, right? He is the supreme. That is the supreme majesty, right? If like you say, king is there, right? A king owns the entire. Who is a great king? I mean, not equivalent, but just to understand, a king. Say, oh, great king. He has this entire kingdom is so beautiful. Is running because of him, right? And he has command over then all the people inside the kingdom. Okay. Not like a um, dictator, but as a real good king, right? Who has control over the entire kingdom, and everyone is subservient. Everyone is dependent on him. He is the one who is providing all the everything that is needed for all the people in the country. Okay, then we call great king. I mean, it's not that physically that king is. I mean, that's why there is no equivalence, right? So, but imagine that kind of a kingdom. This kingdom, this entire universe, is the marvelous creation is because of Paramatma. It's supported by Paramatma. He's the one who's controlling, and we are all dependent on him, right? And that is the Vibhuti, Paramatma's Vibhuti in reality. And then knowing yoga is knowing his infinite auspicious qualities, all his auspicious qualities. Okay. And also not thinking that Paramatma depends on other people, other beings. We are not independent. We are dependent on him. Does he depend on us? No. On anybody, anything in this universe, whether it is Baddha jivas or Mukta jivas or Nitya jivas. He does not have to depend on them. Everything runs by his will only. Okay. So it is Paramatma's wish and his grace that is responsible for everything. And again, not knowing Vibhuti and yoga in reality means not attributing any inauspicious qualities to Paramatma. No? Okay. See, we are feeling sorrow. Okay. Right? Is sorrow a quality of Paramatma? No. So all Paramatma's qualities are auspicious qualities. There is no inauspicious quality. That's why he is both having qualities and not having qualities. Okay, there are some places in our scriptures says Paramatma has qualities, right? And also there are some places it says Paramatma does not have qualities. Okay, so where it says Paramatma has qualities, the reference is good qualities only. And it clearly says Paramatma does not have any inauspicious qualities, right? Things like inauspicious qualities, hatred, for example. He does not hate anybody. Just an example. Okay. So he loves everybody, auspicious quality. He has that quality, but inauspicious quality, no. Right? Like hatred, um, intentionally hurting people. That no, he does not have such kind of inauspicious qualities. We may have them, you know. Okay. Okay. Eighth sloka. Sloka 8. Lord Krishna is continuing. Aham sarvasya prabhavo
Aham sarvasya
Sarvasya
prabhavo
prabhavo
mattah sarvam pravartate
mattah
Mattah
sarvam
sarvam pravartate
iti matva bhajante mam.
iti
iti
matva
matva
bhajante
bhajante mam
Ah, sorry. Buddha bhava samanvitaah
buddha
buddha
bhava
bhava samanvitaah
Listen together. Aham
aham
sarvasya
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 prabhavo
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 mattah
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 sarva
sarvam
sarvam
pravartate
pravartate
Iti
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 matva
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 bhajanti
bhajante
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 mam.
mam
Buddha
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 bhava
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 samanvitaah.
samvitaah
Lord Krishna is saying, Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. Prabhavaha is origin. I am the origin of all. Okay. I am the source of creation. I am the cause of creation of all. Okay. From me, the entire creation is happening. So I am the origin of creation. I'm the origin of all. He's saying. Mattaha sarvam pravartate. Everything operates from me. Mattaha from me. Sarvam pravartate. Everything operates. Iti matva, knowing this, buddhaha mam bhajante. Buddhaha, wise people. Okay? Jnanis, mam bhajante, worship me. How? Bhava samanvitaha. With thoughts filled with devotion. Okay? So, again, two important things Lord Krishna mentioned. I am the origin of all. Okay? And everything is operating from me only. Then people who know that, they how much they would worship, right? They would show the devotion. So the wise worship me with all their thoughts filled with devotion, that love, pure love, right? He's supporting us every second of the way, right? So our devotion definitely increases, right? See, if let's say we are having some pain and somebody go to doctor and the doctor clears the pain. Anytime we see the doctor, will be like, because of you, I'm now healthy, right? Isn't it? Or somebody is a teacher, anytime, and then give good knowledge, or we are working in a company and then we got a lot of benefit. So whoever is giving that to us, materialistic things, even they are like small bits here and there, not every second of our life they are supporting, right? They're supporting in some instances. Even then, we are so much, we show our respect. We show our devotion to them, kind of, right? We are always ready to do anything for them, isn't it? What about Paramatma, who is supporting every second of us, this entire universe, right? Inside and outside. Internally, everything that our body's function is supported by him. All our attributes are supported by him, right? And he's giving us the energy to act. Everything is operating from me. This entire universe is operating, means he's the one who is the source of energy for everything, right? We are all able to function. He is the source of energy. Okay, we are able to walk, talk, eat, do our work. How is he the source of energy? Anyone? Anyone? How do we get energy? Simple question. How do we get energy?
Because of ourselves, Atma.
Yoga?
If we just do yoga, we'll get energy.
Yeah.
And those who are not doing yoga don't have energy at all.
Prana, right? Our life. Yeah.
Or prana. Yeah.
Prana.
Okay,
Breath.
first is Atma has to reside in the body. Okay,
Yeah.
that is a given. Okay, let's assume we are living now. We are doing our work. How do we get energy?
With food.
From food.
Food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without food, we'll not have energy, right? And what else?
Everything, water, food.
First is air,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so air and food. Let us take food as an example now. Where does food come from?
Come from. Yeah, we went through circle, right? I mean, Annad Bhavanti Bhutani, whole circle, right?
From the earth. Yeah.
From, right. So, I mean, earlier also he mentioned that he is the one who is behind sun, the energy that is coming to us. If sun's energy is not reaching earth, then all jivas on earth, all the beings on earth will perish. Right,
Perish.
simple.
Yeah.
So we are able to get food because of sun, and he is behind sun. Very simple. Okay. Now we have food and we eat. Okay. So do we get energy? Anyone who eats food,
Digestion or things.
right? He is the one who is inside us and digesting food for us. Not and it is not our ability by ourselves that we are able to digest the food. Okay, he is the one who is digesting food and supplying. That is the one that is supplying energy. We'll go into more details, and I think it will come later. But so very simple. He's We are having energy because of him. And these two are already, I mean, they are mentioned in different places in Bhagavad Gita. That one is the source of energy, external, which gives us food. He also mentioned he is the reason behind the air to flow, right? Air is flowing because of him. So we are able to breathe air because of that. And we are able to digest food that will come later. We are able to digest food because of him. Okay. I mean, it's not like we are able. He is the one who is digesting food. I have to correct myself. He is the one who is digesting the food and then giving the energy to us. It's not the other way. It's not like we are digesting. Okay. Uh, so we are getting energy and we are able to do any work. If we are, I mean, what we do with that work is our choice. Okay. So somebody is doing good job. It's what they will get whatever are the results of that particular activity. So it could be punya or no punya, but clearing the karmic bondage. Or it could be papa, where we acquire more karmic bondage. Okay, the negative karmic bondage. Punya is a positive karmic bondage, and papa is a negative karmic bondage. So everything is because of him only. The entire thing, the whole world is operating because, not just human beings. Devata, Manushya, Tiryak, Stavaras. Everything is operating because of Paramatma. Okay. So one who knows that every second of my life, I am able to survive, I am able to do these activities. I got the opportunity to even, live this 1 second is because of Paramatma. Okay. How much grateful we'll be, right? Every night we sleep and we don't know, what happens after that. We don't remember to breathe. I mean, even while wake up also, we don't remember to breathe. He's the one who is breathing for us. We don't know how our heart functions, and he's the one who is beating the heart, and so on and so on, right? So we will immediately become so much devoted to Paramatma once our thoughts are filled with all these things, right? Everything that is functioning, when we see this entire universe, the beauty of this universe, you don't see the trees and birds and animals like that. You will see the God's creation, you know. So it's not that when we are spiritual, right? It's not that we have to sit on a corner and then just meditate. It doesn't have to be. Like when we see the universe, entire universe, it is Paramatma's body, his creation that we see. So our thoughts will be filled. Oh, how great it is. When we see someone really beautiful, or when we see someone who is having very good qualities, okay, like great skills, qualities, and great work they are doing, whatever, anything great, we immediately think of Paramatma, right? Um, so it is Paramatma's greatness that we all have, whatever attributes we have, or whatever energy we have. And he's the one who is supporting us all to do our activities. So how much grateful we'll be. Okay. So that's what Lord Krishna is saying. I am the origin and everything is operating from me only. And so whoever knows this, and knowing this, wise people always worship me with thoughts filled about me, with devotion. They worship me with devotion. That is bhakti. So our bhakti will increase. See, all these are basically telling about Lord Krishna is telling about himself, Paramatma, uh, which make us increase our devotion towards him, right? Without knowing this, we will say, okay, fine, he's saying that we have to be devoted, and then read it, and then we'll forget it. But we are able to experience it every second of our life. Then we will never forget him. Our thoughts will always be around Paramatma. Okay. Next sloka. Please chant. Macchitta madgata pranaha
Machchitta madhyastha
bodhayantah parasparam
bodhayantah parasparam
kathayantascha mam nityam
kathayantascha mam nityam
tushyanti cha ramanti cha.
dusyanti charamanti cha.
Let's chant together.
Machchitta
Macchitta madgata pranaha
Pranaha
bodhayantah
bodhayantah
parasparam
parasparam
kathayantascha
kathayantascha
mam
mam
nityam
Dushyanta
tushyanti cha ramanti cha.
charamanti cha.
So, knowing about Paramatma, knowing his greatness, his auspicious qualities, how he is the origin for all of us, how he is supporting all of us every second, not just this life, for all the lives that I have and going through, and all the, not just myself, the entire universe, how he is supporting. Everything is surviving because of him. So knowing that, our devotion will increase, right? We are worshipping Paramatma with devotion. So how do we worship? Okay. Machittaha, those who fix their mind on me. Mat chittaha, mind. Chitta means mind. Mat chittaha, those who fix their mind on me. Madgata pranaha, gata pranaha. Nadgata pranaha. So those who feel they cannot survive without me. Okay. What do they do? How do they behave? Parasparam bodhayantaha kathayantaha mam. Parasparam, one another, right? Bodhayantaha, instruct. So parasparam bodhayantaha, instructing one another. Kathayantaha, ever speaking about me. Mam, kathayantaha mam. So those who have their mind fixed on me, not wavering, and those who think they cannot survive without me, not even a single second. Oh, I can breathe by myself, or I can eat food by myself. I mean, I can purchase food, I can get the food, eat it, digest it, survive. I can have my own enjoyments and all that. No, I cannot survive without him. Okay. Those who feel who cannot survive without him. Not only that, those who feel like if their mind forgets Paramatma, they'll feel as if they cannot survive. So just like a fish in the water, right? If you take the fish out of water, how it feels, right? So one who is always thinking about Paramatma, let us say for some reason they forget, they feel painful. Somebody says, don't pray to God. Okay. They will, that is like punishment for them. Okay. No, real devotee is there, and every time, every moment, they're thinking of Paramatma, doing all the activities. Not that they're running away; they're doing their activities, but they're always in service of Paramatma. You ask that person, okay, as a punishment, don't think of Paramatma, should not pray to God. They will feel the pain. They cannot survive. It is the worst punishment for them. So when these devotees, they are instructing one another, they instruct one another, ever speaking about me. That's what Lord Krishna said. Okay. Nityam tushyanti ramanti cha. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So they feel satisfied and rejoice. Tushyanti is satisfied and ramanti is rejoice. Rejoice is overjoy. Nityam, always. Okay. While instructing others, while enlightening others, okay, and speaking about Paramatma, they feel satisfied and overjoyed. Okay, always. So it is not like they would, the devotees, they will not sit quietly in a place and then they don't want to talk to people. Okay, they like they feel the joy about when they talk about Paramatma. So instructing is when the others don't know, right? So you're explaining something, so instructing. That is bodhayantaha, teaching. So they are teaching somebody. Or kathayantaha, they're simply discussing about, say, Ramayana, everybody knows, but still, so they're discussing. So all this, they form a satsang and they discuss about Paramatma. And they get satisfaction and joy from it. So they talk about the divine qualities of God. That say talking about Ramayana or Bhagavatam or all this. Okay, they Tirupavai. I mean, basically, they always engage themselves in. I mean, uh, it's not that 24/7 they have to do it, but they would be interested in doing that and they would get satisfaction and overjoy from those activities. Okay. It is, you're all great devotees. I was just, when I was going through this again, it reminded myself that, all of you are really, getting that satisfaction and joy when you are in the presence of, other devotees and you are learning, you're discussing about Paramatma's greatness, about Paramatma. So again, that's what Lord Krishna is saying, that these are the devotees. Not just the ones that go to temple and then just pray for, okay, give me that, give me this, and all that. Those who are in satsang, getting the instructions or giving the instructions, those who discuss about Paramatma's great qualities. Okay, so just as a quick checklist, just I will say a few things that so far what we learned, right? We'll summarize about and apply to ourselves. Okay. So a devotee is feeling this way. Okay. I feel the presence of Paramatma in ourselves and everything around me. In myself, I feel the presence of Paramatma in myself and everything around me. So these are all, now this is what a devotee is thinking, right? I constantly think about him, think about Paramatma throughout the day, no matter whatever duties I'm performing. I offer all my actions as service to him. Serve all beings as service to God. I offer all my experiences, whatever I see, feel, eat, drink, to Paramatma. Anything that is that I'm experiencing it, I offer it to Paramatma. Sarvam Sri Krishna Paramastu. I feel out of breath when I forget about him for a moment. Suddenly, like, oh, I forgot, right? You know, so of course, a great devotee will not even have that. Will always be, you know, in presence of Paramatma always. The thoughts are with Paramatma always. But you know, I am in that path, so I'll be thinking, oh, I'm out of breath when I forget about Paramatma. I want to know about him and his Vibhuti always. Okay, again, all of you. I feel like sharing my experiences of Paramatma with others. Like when you learn, you know, you're not satisfied with your own learning. You want to share it with others, right? That is what is giving you joy. Nothing wrong with it. I feel like sharing Paramatma's divine and wonderful acts with other devotees. I derive happiness and bliss when I am in the presence of other devotees. I always prefer serving Paramatma and his devotees than compared to like materialistic desires and comforts. Okay, so if I am doing all this, you know, I'm practicing Bhakti Yoga, I'm a devotee. I'm worshipping Paramatma with devotion. Okay, so any questions on this?
Just, sir, like there are people who are really good. I mean, in our terms, like our in our standards, but even sometimes, for very good valid reasons, they may not share some information, either about Bhagavan or something. You think they are getting affected by, I mean, that quality?
So, I mean, so if I have something I want to share, you know, it's not like I want it for myself, right? So that is the quality that Lord Krishna is mentioning here. And it is that activity is giving me joy, not the ones that my enjoyment, materialistic enjoyments. Okay. Again, Sri Swamiji is a great example. Like working 22 hours a day, right? So, you know, no materialistic enjoyments at all, right? Always in the service of Paramatma. And again, recent, you can see recent interviews as well. And this entire society is Paramatma's body. That's what Sri Swamiji says. So I'm serving it. And if I'm serving, I'm getting happiness from it. Like if I don't have that feeling of getting happiness serving Paramatma, then I will not do it, right? I mean, in our work also, if I don't feel happy, I will not like to do it. Then I will start saying, this is painful, that is painful. This person is doing this, that person is doing that. I don't want to do it. This is not what I want. I mean, all these things will come, but I'm getting happiness from it. That is what is giving me happiness. Then the materialistic things will take side. It goes by side. So one who is real devotee of Paramatma is actually getting happiness, satisfaction, and happiness, that rejoice feeling when they serve Paramatma. Serve Paramatma through other beings. I mean, serving other beings, not just doing puja to a deity, right? This entire society is Paramatma's body. So serving the society is also serving Paramatma, and serving Paramatma is giving me happiness. And serving like so Sri Swamiji gives lecture for many hours, right? Standing, not eating, and all that. I mean, but we can see the joy in Sri Swamiji in interacting with people, interacting with other devotees, right? So those who are interested in listening, again, giving the knowledge to them. So all these activities are giving them happiness, joy. So they are the great devotees. If I think I'm giving this knowledge because I am great, I have this knowledge, and I have to pass on this knowledge, or I don't like this person, I don't have to give that to that person. Not there yet. They're not 100% there yet. Something that is still preventing them from going the next step, right? So we don't think of our own happiness, our own ego, when we are serving Paramatma, right? We don't expect anything in return from Paramatma, whoever we are serving, right? So we are serving. I mean, when Sri Swamiji speaks for 2 hours, thousands of people listen, for example. We don't know how many of them are going to really remember and practice, right? But doing the effort, right? We're sharing it with them. That's what Lord Krishna says. The devotee who is, the great devotees, they cannot keep themselves from, giving this knowledge to others. They want to share the information that they have about Paramatma's auspicious qualities, and so if a scripture prevents you from saying something to somebody, then yeah, you're following the scripture. That's your duty, right? But if there is no such thing preventing you from doing it, then we should every opportunity we should share.
So it is not just about Bhagavan or Paramatma, sir. So I would think like anything, good knowledge that is useful. Do you agree that one should share? I mean, yes, I understand people are in this path, right? They can't keep quiet. I have seen like people.
Right.
I cannot.
No.
I mean, say good practice
can-
is always bring other people up, right? Good practice is always share the information within the team, right? But we have to. I mean, again, that is going into the practical matters. We have to see if that sharing of information is good or bad, right? I mean, the other person is using it for a good purpose or bad purpose. We have to have that knowledge. It is not like black and white. Okay, it's like if I have great information, it's not necessary that I have to share with everybody, right? So other people may misuse.
Right.
And it only
So
increases the knowledge. If by sharing, it only increases. So the one who is not sharing, he or she is not doing a great favor for himself. And the other thing also here, I think one of the key things is, see, mind is such a thing. Whatever you focus on it, focus it on, it becomes that. If we 24/7, if we are talking about Paramatma, taking every opportunity to discuss, as Varprasad Garu said, then mind, mind actually becomes that, right? So that's
Right,
what
yes.
meditation is.
Right. Yeah, I mean, here we need to be clear that Lord Krishna mentioned very clearly that they are sharing this with other devotees, right? So
That is
don't try
true.
to go and try to stand on the road and then start sharing them. It's not useful. Not
Yeah,
useful.
when they're in Rajas, they can't understand it. That is, they get
Yeah,
Viparita and Viparita Gnana.
Agree. Thank you, sir.
okay.
We are truly blessed in the Varprasad,
Thank
Even
you.
Ramayana class is so beautiful. I mean, I personally never thought I would get such a chance to study Ramayana.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Again, all of you, great devotees, and I'm so happy to be in presence of great devotees. And you gave me the opportunity to, again, with Acharya's blessings, sharing this information.
Yes, and so yeah, after you are so humble. After actually starting to study, then we are realizing how deep it is, right? So, but we are very fortunate to have the entire group, and almost
Thank you
from
so
5
much.
years
Yeah.
this is happening. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll complete one more sloka, hopefully. Okay. I'll share my screen. Please stand. Tesham satatayuktanam
Tesham satatayuktanam
bhajatam pritipurvakam
bhajatam priti
dadami buddhi yogam tam
dadami
buddhiyogam
tam
yena mam upayanti te.
yena manupayanti te
Let's chant together.
tesham satatayuktanam
Satatayuktanam
bhajatam
Bhajatam
purvakam
pritipurvakam
dadami
dadami
buddhiyogam
yogam
buddhiyogam
tam
yena
yena
Upayanti
manupayanti
te.
So Lord Krishna is saying, Tesham, to them. So who? To them who Satata Yuktanam, who seek association always. Satata Yuktanam. Association always with me, right? Those who want association with me always. Bhajatam, who worship me with bhakti, devotion. Tam, buddhi yogam, priti purvakam dadami. To them, I give with love, priti purvakam, with love, tam, buddhi yogam, that means of understanding me. So those who are seeking association with me always, those who are praying, worshipping me with bhakti, with devotion, to them I give the buddhi yogam, the means of understanding me. Priti purvakam, with love. Okay. Very important here. Yena mam upayantite. Yena, by which? By that buddhi yoga, Mam upayanti te, they attain me. Okay, so Lord Krishna is making it very clear who is giving us that means of understanding him. He is the one who is giving it to us, who is giving us that mental disposition, that understanding power. Okay, it is difficult to get it. I mean, we cannot get it. It's not even difficult. It's like, it's not coming to us by ourselves. He is the one who is giving that understanding to us with love. Got it? So I am making an effort. I want to be associated with Paramatma always. My thoughts are with Paramatma always. Okay. I am worshipping Paramatma with Bhakti. Okay. What the person does is always, in the presence of other devotees and is trying to learn, trying to share, all that will is all that, right? So to that person who is making an effort, I am the one who is giving that understanding. Okay, the means of understanding. Like now I am able to understand Paramatma better. No, not better. I am able to understand Paramatma. because Paramatma gave me the ability to understand. Not that I studied and I got understanding by myself. Okay, this is where such a great throughout Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna never misses a chance to say who is the real means. The real means is Paramatma only for anything. Okay, there's never we should be thinking that I did it and I got it. Okay, he's always making it clear. So you're only making an effort. The effort is needed. Okay, and the understanding to us is given by Paramatma. So what Lord Krishna is saying is, I give with love that means of understanding to those people, to those jnanis or devotees who seek association with me always, who worship me with bhakti, right? I'm giving that means of understanding, that buddhi yoga. Through that buddhi yoga, they attain me. Okay, so it is not that I did it and I can attain Paramatma. I am only making an effort. He is the means. Okay. So Lord Krishna is clarifying to us that we should never think that our efforts alone will give us understanding. Okay. So when we are reading also, we have to really pray to God and then read. And if we are understanding, we pray to God, for blessing us. Someone saying something.
Varaprasad Garu, when you just read this, right, literally, it sounds as if, okay, I bless people with that buddhi, like it is like a criteria, right? Those who show that bhakti towards me, I am creating. But to begin with, they must, it's not like, okay, because they have that, I'm giving this. They have that inherent, maybe because of the past janmas, or it's like a vice versa. It's not like, okay, because they already have it, I'm giving again special quality, right?
So yeah. So basically, we need to have certain sins cleared, right? So unless those sins are cleared, we will not even think of bhakti. Okay. So we need to, we have now we are in a stage where we can start making an effort and start doing the worship, right? Some people they don't even have that inherently itself, like they cannot do it. Okay, that means they are basically they have a lot of karmic bondage which is preventing them from moving in that direction. Okay, so but opportunity is there even for them. If they want to, they can always participate in satsang, but unfortunately they don't, right? Even when there is opportunity given to them, they don't. So let us say they are getting this knowledge. Now, when they are getting this knowledge, don't think that knowledge is my own, right?
Mm.
It is Paramatma who gave the knowledge to us, who gave me that understanding to get this knowledge.
Right.
So that knowledge, first of all, earlier also he spoke that knowledge is me only, by my will only, right? When we are worshipping Paramatma, he is the one who is developing that quality of bhakti in us. It is not like I'm making an effort, because of me the bhakti is increasing. So when we approach him, right, he is the one who is going to develop bhakti in us.
Mm.
He is the one who is going to give that understanding to us about Paramatma. See, he's the one who will give me the more opportunities, like maybe meeting Acharya and with satsang and all that. He's the one who is giving me the opportunities to develop. It is not my own efforts.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am making an effort, but the result is given to me by Paramatma. Okay, it is not that my effort is giving me the result. Got it? That's the difference. Karma yoga also same concept. Buddhi yoga, everywhere it's the same concept. We make an effort, the result is given to me by Paramatma only. So we cannot say that, oh, I'm studying so much, I'm not getting this understanding. So basically you're thinking my effort is giving me that, right? So we have to make an effort in order for us to get the result. It is Paramatma's blessing, His mercy, His grace that gives us the result. With that, He is increasing our bhakti. So with that, knowledge of Paramatma, understanding of Paramatma, we would be able to attain Paramatma, attain that state equivalent to Paramatma.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Another interesting thing is when we are really putting the effort, somehow for satsang things work out, right? Say many things have to be coordinated for us to be able to come here and learn this knowledge. Somehow Paramatma facilitates
Yes.
that.
Perfect. Yeah, very well. I mean, if we are thinking, oh, I'm the one who is coming here, making an effort and coming here, that again increases ego. It is Paramatma who enabled us to come here, who cleared our ways, right? There could have been 100 other problems that we might have run into, right? But he's the one who cleared it for us. He's the one who is giving us that mental ability to understand. Some people don't understand. So he's the one who is giving me the opportunity to look at, again, the lectures, books, getting Acharya's guidance and all that. It's not my abilities, my own efforts. Right? Okay. Thank you so much. We'll conclude here. Kayena vacha mansendriyeva buddhyatmana va prakrite swabhavat karomi yajjat sakalam parasmai narayanaya samarpayami Srimanarayanaya samarpayami Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu Om Asmatgurubhyo Namaha Jai Srimanarayan.
Jai Srimanarayan.
Jai
Thank you so much.
Srimanarayan. Thank you so much. Jai Srimanarayan. Jai Srimanarayan.